Alright, welcome back to Pokemon and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hello.
Now, let's
Great
start.
opening, CJ. Great opening. Well done.
Good job,
Thank you.
CJ. We'll make a commentator out of you yet. Now you just need to add. Now you just need to add a healthy slice of ham to your voice, and then
Okay.
a bit of William Shatner.
Right.
But enough
And
of that.
William
do I
Shat-
need like a training montage before I can do either of those things? Or
Vocal training montage. Go.
We gotta have a montage. Yeah. That's as much as I can get out right now.
That's all we'll do for now because shit be happening on screen. Yo.
Yeah. And Dugong used rest.
okay.
What a surprise.
So I just want to point out, so I can say I'm a good Pokemon player. I didn't actually do much. I don't think I did any level grinding between last part and this part.
Oh,
So
quite bold of you.
So Power Sword I think is actually Surf is my lowest level Pokemon because I don't use him. But I don't think Power Sword's up there. I could check this, but I can't be fucked anymore.
Mhm.
That requires opening up Visual Boy, finding my save file, all that jazz. And
Actually giving a shit about all this.
yeah, I just can't be fucked doing that. But anyway, this is the first member of the Elite Four. We should have said that when we entered the room, but who cares?
Yes, indeed.
Their specialty is Ice type,
Mm-hmm.
which also, since there are no pure Ice types in this gen, I'm pretty sure. I will quickly check that.
I don't think there are, no.
Much like Flying, they were secondary type,
Yeah.
which
It's like,
is
Yeah.
also why their weaknesses and resistances are kind of wacky, yo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Their Ice type only resists itself and is weak to. Let me just check this.
Yeah.
Fighting, fire, and rock.
Yeah. And the next generation, they'll be weak to steel.
Yep. So, not exactly the best type in the world. Very good offensively, and very good when tied with a water type, like most of these Pokemon are.
Yeah.
Except this one, who is part psychic.
It's actually water and psychic, not
Yeah.
ice. So, Jinx, however, is ice and psychic.
Yes, and that is actually a very bad type combination.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Ice's little resistances and many weaknesses kind of don't help out with Psychic's less than stellar defense. In this
Oh,
gen,
Sure enough.
Jinx is still a really good Pokemon because Psychic, game breaking, all that jazz.
Yeah.
But later on, it kind of doesn't help too much.
Well, no, but it can body slam the hell out of you.
It also
out
stops
of
being
me.
Blackface in the next gen.
Yeah. That is the thing. There's a lot of controversy around this particular Pokemon. Well, there was.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if
there's
there
the
still is.
ballistics and there's the Blackface, and no one wants that in their Pokemon games.
Hmm.
We're not about racism. We're just
No.
about cockfighting.
Yeah, indeed. Legal cockfighting. That's what Pokemon games are about.
Who says it's legal?
I don't know, the Pokemon system that they have going on and that the police are not stopping.
I just think the police are incompetent.
Maybe, I don't know, I guess. I mean, Team Rocket's going around and the police haven't been able to stop them.
Yeah, they can be stopped by a 10-year-old.
Yeah. Jeez,
And
police, pick up your game.
I am in the worst situation here. They don't have a fire move, and, well, frozen is permanent till you hit by something that's fire-based. Or you die.
Oh boy.
There's a reason there's no move that just causes freezing status. It's always a secondary effect from an ice move.
Yeah.
Another reason why ice is a good powerhouse type.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
And like I
That's
said,
so annoying.
I consider this person to be the toughest Elite Four member. Mainly because I always forget to bring a counter for them.
Ah, right.
Except for you, G, but that only works against the water types.
Well, no, Drill Peck's still pretty good.
Drill Peck is good because Drill Peck is power.
Yeah.
And power is good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, indeed. Power is always good.
And now, their strongest
Lapras.
Pokemon, Lapras.
Hmm.
The most iconic ice Pokemon.
Hmm. Has a lot of health. Can take quite a beating.
Lapras is a tank, being the fact since it's a single evolution, it also gets rather good stats. Not the best, but it gets good stats and a very good move pool.
Damn.
Behold, critical hit.
Bloody critical hits.
Well, why be creative when you have Zapdos? I'd like to point out that even Zapdos, my highest level Pokemon, is still 3 levels below them.
Damn.
Yeah.
How did you manage this then?
Impressively, I say as you die.
No. Why didn't you teach it Thunderbolt?
Because I forgot.
God damn it.
You know Fly, you know Drill Peck. You know
Yeah.
Agility. That's all you need to know.
Thunderbolt. That's the first move I teach it.
No,
Thunderbolt.
No. Thunder! No.
No, Thunderbolt. Not
And
Thunder.
now we pump revives into my Pokemon. First Power Saw, then we'll go give one to you, G,
What
and
thanks?
we'll ignore Sean. No, I won't do that. He's too valuable.
No, Sean will get you through. Probably through the ghost type, I think, since, the
Well,
ghost
since
type
he's
ones.
flat out immune to them, you know.
Yeah, and since they're also part poison, since there's no pure ghost type in this generation.
And this is why I consider Game Freak both geniuses and complete and utter morons.
Oh god. Yeah.
Ghost is good against Psychic, right? Totally! What's that? It's immune? Duh.
Don't make fun of them like that. They could be listening.
If they are, I'm sorry. If they aren't, bad. Fuck 'em.
Nah, and this guy. He's actually usually easy.
Yeah,
There's only that one time that I guess my higher level Pokemon got knocked out by his fissure.
it was just a bad situation from start to finish. It might have been by Onyx, though, because Onyx is probably the fastest rock type.
It is.
So, yeah.
Still has high defense, but yeah, like not as high as some other ones.
High defense, but very little special.
Yeah.
Also, a terrible move pool.
Yeah, that's true.
It learns a few good rock moves, but if you evolve it to Steelix, it doesn't learn. It learns like 1 ground move, and maybe 2 steel moves.
Well, in the second generation, yeah.
Oh, even after that, you had to teach it through TMs and stuff to actually have a decent move pool.
Well, yeah, of course. That's
No,
what.
not of
that's-
course. Some Pokemon just have naturally good move pools. Look
Well,
at
yeah, yeah. Some have naturally good move pools, but TMs, which I'm glad that they made reusable,
Thank
are
God.
still very helpful.
Yes, that's helpful, but then there's damn near mandatory.
Yeah, in the case of Steelix, yeah.
That's not good design.
Well, no, I guess. I mean,
I shouldn't have to keep gambling to get good moves for my Pokemon.
well, I guess you have a point. I mean, you shouldn't have to just rely solely on outside assistance for a good move pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess they didn't know what to do with Steelix, so they just gave him a Mega Evolution and let that be.
And nowadays, you can get a pretty good move pool by breeding and proper, HM and TM
Yeah.
usage.
Yeah, actually, breeding is good.
Chain breeding! Something not even I have time to do.
Well, I have time for it at times, but
I have
it's
time for
tedious.
it, I just won't do it.
It is a bit tedious, though.
A
And
bit tedious.
oh yeah, because I don't just.
There's a reason there are walkthroughs online saying if your egg is part of this group, you want to run along this path the most, because you only need to run along it 107 times, and you'll be at the end closest to the daycare center when you do. Well, if you have from this group, you might want to go to this preferred area. It's a smaller ground, but you see, because the Pokemon is in a smaller egg group, you have an easier time judging how long through the egg cycle it is.
Well, I only say it's tedious because when I breed for at least 5 perfect IVs. So.
You are insane. And
Hey, it works.
it works, but
Yeah.
There's something
at
I
least
like. There's a little thing I like out of my Pokemon games. Do you know what it's
What?
called?
What?
Having fun.
No, I have fun. I have fun, like teaching them moves and stuff and leveling them up. It's the end result that counts.
Yeah, but I like having the end result and the process be fun. Like systematically beating up Golbats. That's fun.
You know what's also fun? Being surprised when you find a 6 perfect IV Pokemon. That's also shiny. Ooh.
No, that's called a damn near miracle.
Yeah, I
Next
haven't got that. I haven't got that yet.
Next, you're gonna say it's also a legendary. Then I'm going to get confused about how the fuck you bred it.
You can't breed legendaries unless it's Manaphy.
And even then, you get a different Pokemon in the end.
Yeah. So probably not worth it.
I think I think we should quickly end the discussion to talk about what's actually happening on screen.
Ah, yes, probably. Why are you using falsely for this battle?
Because in this generation,
Because why not?
exactly because
I figured you would use McNinja because of the psychic type thingy, but I guess Dig will still be good against them.
Yeah, because they're poison, they're weak against ground, and because it's not Generation 3 yet, they don't have Levitate as an ability. They don't
Yeah,
have any abilities.
that's
They're
true.
They're all vanilla.
Mm.
And because, frankly, I've used McNinja for too long, I want to use some other people. I thought I might as well use Falsely.
Ah, fair enough. Falsely needs to, show what he's made of as well.
Yeah. Well, that
Yeah,
means
gotta be on camera at least once or twice.
be on camera, say your 2 lines, get your paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. And
Living the high life.
dig, make a sarcastic comment, dig out.
Insult the person recording.
Yep,
All in a day's work.
indeed.
You're like the internet Batman, except slightly poorer.
Yeah.
Slightly? Okay, yeah.
No
fair
need to
enough.
let that part in.
Okay. I'm sorry, CJ, you can't be as rich as Batman. Batman is just the ultimate pool of money for everyone involved around Batman except the Joker.
Not that many people can be as rich as Batman, to be honest.
Yeah, there's one person that comes close, and that would be probably, I don't know, Tony Stark. Oh, we can't list any real people because they actually have their money actually vanishes when they spend it.
Yeah.
Batman's doesn't. I think he ties it on like the end of a string, so he hands it like a cashier and then just pulls it away.
Pretty much.
Yep. Pretty
And then
much.
when the cops catch him, he does the same to them as the bribes. And then he drives away in the Batmobile. By the way, that was the ghost member of the Elite Four, with their 2 poison types and their 3 ghosts.
Yeah, usually pretty easy, that one.
Normally. Also, apparently Sean got poisoned at some point.
Huh. Oh, yeah.
Guess I missed that part.
Probably should have taken care of him there.
Oh, he's fine. He's on full health. It was just a little poison running through his veins. God.
Yeah,
Suck
the
it up.
excruciating pain, he doesn't feel the excruciating pain. I mean, he's not human, right?
Yeah. And we all know anything that's not human doesn't feel pain.
Oh god, we sound like absolute jackasses.
Is that a vampire? Oh boy.
Aha!
Now, time for the champion. Cough, cough. The 4th member of the Elite Four, Lance, the Dragon Trainer. Oh, sorry, the Durgan Trainer.
Lance is pretty cool. I like Lance.
And fun fact, because of like trainer classes don't actually have names in this generation, his class is classified as Lance. They have everyone else in the Elite Four, but just notice that then it's just Lance wants to fight. So that's his class. Or you're telling me every bug catcher out there is literally called bug catcher? By the way, G, we kind of missed the Gyarados. Your second favorite Pokemon.
Oh well. Yeah, he is. But that's alright. It's not my Gyarados, is it?
It's not red enough. Also, CJ, time for your hidden move. Blizzard!
Oh, damn! Snap! So that was quite good. Will it hit again?
Oh.
No. Oh, Hyper Beam. Bugger.
Luckily for me, most ground types are heavily defensive oriented.
Yeah, most.
What are you going to say, CJ?
Whatever it is. Whatever it was, it's gone.
Damn it,
Into the
CJ.
depths of my mind, never.
Well,
I
that's-
have like a 20 millisecond window to say something witty, otherwise it's lost forever.
Quick, say something witty now.
Fuck.
Fantastic.
Thank
Join us
you.
again for more thrilling commentary from Falsely Profound.
OP gave 20 milliseconds.
Oh, rats. Next time we should probably let you have your moment.
We should, but I'm kind of an asshole.
You don't say.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, but I think I'm like top tier asshole out of all of us.
That is true.
Top tier.
There's a reason I am the Moth King.
Oh, yes, of course, of course.
As opposed to like the Moth Squire or...
The Moth Peasant. The Moth Servant. The Moth Lord. The Moth...
The Moth Mop.
I want to be a mop now.
Why would you want to be a mop?
Mighty Morphing Mop King.
Because a mop doesn't have to do shit.
Except, get pushed around by others,
Like-
which kind of suits you.
Yeah, I'll just sit there and let others push me around. I can sleep that whole time as well. It'll be great.
You're gonna need a bit more hair, though.
I don't know, I've got lusciously terrible hair at the moment.
Have you not seen my hair? I am more suited to be a mop than you are.
No, I think your hair's more suited for a toilet brush.
Thanks.
Oh. Ooh. Ouch.
You're calling me a mop?
I guess an exchange of cleaning appliances and tools. Yeah.
And or utensils.
And all utensils. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's a battle of wits in this
Now-
case, yes?
Now, what would G be?
I have no idea.
You can be the kitchen sink.
Okay.
There we go.
Very
So
well.
we've got everything and the kitchen sink.
Oh, we don't have everything. We clearly don't have plates and spoons and knives, or even a bucket. We might need a bucket.
Who will be the bucket?
Sean.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
When all else fails, we blame Sean.
Yeah.
That's what Cards Against Humanity taught me.
Yes, indeed.
But if Sean's the bucket, then that means I can't kick him. Or at least not safely.
It can. We never said the bucket was full of water.
No, kicking the bucket, dude. That's never a good idea.
Ah, yes.
You're
of
just gonna be
course.
like Kratos. Just gonna walk out of hell whenever you do. I swear.
Or dig, as the case may be.
That's what I didn't like. Hyper Beam all the time. Hyper Beam.
Yeah, fun fact of that. Behold! False 3
Oh.
survives!
Wow, hero Pokemon there.
I would like to point out the least amount of Pokemon have died versus Lance than anyone else. Except for maybe Bruno, but Bruno doesn't count. Because I'm just that good at exploiting glitches in the first game.
Oh, I see. I can see. Ah, quite good. Quite good.
But
You've
now,
done well.
turns out that there was one more beside Lance. Someone that beat us to the punch. Probably like 5 minutes before us,
Who could it be?
Jim. The answer is Jim.
Jim. I see. Damn you, Jim.
There's no suspense. You knew it was going to be your rival.
Yeah,
And if you
right.
didn't know it was going to be your rival, where the fuck have you been for the past, 20 years?
Well, if you were a kid, you might have been a little surprised.
Yeah, but nowadays, it's like
Well,
knowing
now-
Samus is a girl and that you die in the end of whatchamajigger, Walking Dead.
Spoilers for those who haven't played it.
If you hadn't played it, you're not going to play it now. And if you didn't know that, you haven't talked to anyone that has played it.
That's probably true. Actually, I've talked to a few people who've played it.
Yeah. And did they tell you how it ends?
No.
Oh, god damn it, Chip.
I
Now I feel like an asshole.
wasn't gonna play it anyway. I wasn't gonna-
Exactly.
I was gonna watch the show anyway.
My point still stands.
Yeah, one of your points still stands. Most definitely.
Anyway, here is Jim, or Blue, or Green, or whatever we call your rival.
Final battle.
The final battle. Their Pokemon's level is actually rather high, and they have a wide selection of Pokemon, as you saw before you burst the Elite Four. Which, if you're playing wisely, should have been like what 2 hours ago. So he fucking power leveled in this time. Get buff! Yeah.
Recover. You keep using recover all you want, Alakazam. You ain't gonna survive. Especially maybe not this next hit.
Yes,
Nope.
next. Critical hits. How I love how broken you are in this game.
Indeed.
Oh, wait, you haven't
Truly
learned
something.
agility yet.
Agility.
And you won't learn it. Because it
Okay.
is pointless.
Yeah, true enough. It is pointless.
Oh, why didn't I send out Surf? Surf v Surf. Who will win? But no, I gotta play smartly. And use falsely. For the deadliness.
You could have used Surf on the ride on.
I could've. But... Also, they tried to use a one-hit KO move on me. And if one hit KO move misses, it just says it doesn't work.
Yeah. That
So, yeah.
is yeah.
And
Something you gotta be careful of, because it could still work if they actually hit.
yeah, and that's what I was kind of worried about that time. But you know, none of that matters anymore because Falsely just learnt her second signature move. Bonerang. It's like
Yeah.
a boomerang.
Damn right.
Do not bone ang.
During some
What?
of the final fights of the game. Oh,
Yes, and you'll never use it.
Goodo.
It's like Fury Swipe, but it's ground elemental, so it's rather useful. And well, you might want to teach. And in later generations, if you give Marowak a hard bone, it boosts power.
Please don't ever say that again.
Boost of power. Okay.
No, there is actually an item called. Is it hard bone or?
I'm pretty sure it is hard bone. It might be old bone.
Yeah, probably something that's
It's
not.
been 5 seconds.
No, CJ, no.
Oh god. Alright, well, Brad, you have just defeated Executor.
Oh, good for me.
Nice.
I leveled up. Yay. Oh, sorry, my bad. It's thick bone.
Really? That doesn't make it any better.
I'm not laughing, CJ. You're not allowed to hit me now.
I will find you.
Oh god. Oh, thunder! When it hits, it's glorious.
No. Thunder.
Well, indeed, when it hits, it's glorious. When it
And
doesn't
now,
hit, it's a pain in the
it's
ass.
time for the final battle. Just like the mango, it is time. Powersaur vs Charmander.
This
And
might
dear
end
God, I
bad-
am underleveled.
This might end badly. Well, good thing he missed with the fire blast. Another reason why I don't, main reason why I don't use those powerful moves because they miss often.
Yes, but look at the situation I'm in.
Ah.
I'm stuck in Fire Spin, but I just used Toxic.
Ah.
Watch in all this glory.
Oh, you no way.
If I got Leech Seed out beforehand, it would have been better, but watch.
No way. No way.
Yes!
Is this really going to happen?
Yes, it is!
Oh my
The
goodness.
ultimate victory!
Are you pulling my leg?
I have absolutely no idea what's going on, but it
I hit
sounds
him
pretty bad.
I hit Charizard with Toxic.
I
Meaning-
see.
I hit Charizard with Toxic, so his health is slowly ticking down. He hit me with Fire Spin, so I can't attack, and neither can he. Fire Spin is low damage. Toxic is still going.
And Toxic doubles in the amount of damage the amount of life it takes off each turn, so...
And damn it.
Well,
So close, Powersaur. So close.
And critical hit.
If that wasn't a critical, that would have been the best way to win.
I reckon. But oh, you did well, level 47 Pokemon.
And it's time for me to shine!
Yes, shine.
Or not!
Shine brightly and burn brightly. And bang. Another critical hit.
Next one! Go!
So, you should have brought him out first.
No, I wanted to take the glory. Just because it ended in my brutal defeat doesn't mean I didn't want it anyway.
And huzzah!
And with that, I am the champion! Woo!
Yay! You've won it!
I'm gonna admit that was probably my greatest win I've ever done at the Pokemon League. With my Pokemon, at least. Because
Nice. That was impressive.
that's
So-
not meant to work!
No, probably not, but still. Oh, that was quite amazing. So, now that you've beaten the Pokemon League, what will you do now?
Make Professor Oak come again.
Yeah?
One of the
you
lines
want to try phrasing that?
I will explain. One of the lines Professor Oak says here is, I heard, when I heard you became the Pokemon League champ, I came.
Huh.
Ha ha! Innuendos.
God damn it.
But now I'm the champ. I think I'm going to go shove my Pokemon into a computer and pass out for several years. Then maybe climb a mountain. Who knows?
I see.
Are you
That makes
planning
sense.
on aging at all, or?
Nah. I'm
Okay.
happy being 10 for the rest of my life. I mean, I don't have to pay taxes or go to school or think about my life.
That does sound like a pretty sweet life.
I just need to surround myself with glorious monsters that would rival kaijus.
Oh, indeed.
Yes.
Yes, and you can finally
Damn,
take...
I'm ugly.
Yeah.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Did you
That's
see
my
my
job.
face?
I did. Don't worry, you look better in the second generation. When you
Every
evolve.
generation. Oh, after that. Falso, I think you got a skin condition. You probably get that looked at. And I apparently only have one eye. Fantastic.
Kid barely shows his face, huh? Hides underneath that hat.
I
What's
like
he
him.
so shy about?
I like how the game just goes, by the way, I hid some people around the map, catch 50 Pokemon and go find these people to get items. After you beat the game.
Huh. Wow, that's pretty cool. At least they have like a end game thing, once you beat the game they have like after game stuff.
They have one after game thing, which we'll go over when this part is done.
Oh yeah.
So, final thoughts on Pokemon Blue, anyway. Or just Pokemon in
It
general.
is most certainly a game.
Well, thank you, CJ. That was quite descriptive.
You're welcome.
Well, it was my childhood, so, I enjoyed it a lot. Although, obviously, it hasn't aged as well as, it hasn't aged like, as well as it should. But yeah, it's still a good game.
It's aged about as graciously as milk.
Yeah. Pretty much. But
What, CJ?
still a fun game. Yeah, CJ. Wow.
Why were you laughing?
What's so funny?
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, my turn.
Interesting, CJ.
We didn't catch much of that, unfortunately.
Yeah, you kind of went from static to nothing. And
Yeah,
the
indeed.
end. But not yet. There is one more part. A small part, but still one more part.
To achieve the ultimate of Pokemon mastery.
Yes, to murder more creatures. I mean, catch them.
Whatever you do with them is your business.
Oh, so I'm allowed to just put them in a sack, tie it up, find a nice little bridge, and feed the Gyarados that I caught there.
Uh-huh. I see.
Yes.
Alright then.
Well, on to the next part. The final part, hopefully.
Sweet.
Indeed.
You're back! Yay!
Yeah, the call kind of died on me there.